Hey y'all, so this is mid-August and I'm just coming in to give you guys what I'm calling a final uh, garden tour of summer 2023 so you guys can see what's left blooming. And yeah, so if you want to see how the rest of the garden looks coming on to the end of the summer, stay tuned because we're preparing for fall. Well, good morning everybody. So I figured I'd do this final um, little garden video and let you guys see what's left blooming in the front garden. And like I said, this is going to be the last video, garden video for summer interest because I'm getting ready for fall. Okay, so everything's about to get cut back and tucked away nice because we're pulling out the fall decor. Okay, so this is what the front looks like, and this is what's left that's blooming. It is August the 11th, the 10th, 11th, 12th, something like that. Today is Saturday. So yeah. So everything is I'm about to cut everything back and get ready to prepare everything for the fall. And this tree will start shedding. And this tree is where we get all our beautiful fall leaves from. This tree is a monster, okay, with those fall leaves. But it gets me into the fall holiday, well, the fall season rather. So these are still doing really good. I'm not going to cut these back. I'm gonna let them go and see, because this is the first time I played with this particular type of plant. It's a sebum. So I got to do a little research on it, but I got some growing wild out back. So I'm thinking they do their own thing, so I might not have to cut them for the fall, but I'm gonna just let them sit and see what they do. But yeah, we saw the little what are these? I'll be forgetting what's all in the garden. These are the Peruvian lilies in red. So I'm gonna cut all of them back. Everything's gonna get cut back. That's gonna get cut. The daylilies have already bloomed. So yeah, they did their show. So I'm gonna cut everything back except the bushes, the foundation bushes, like this one. This stays over the winter, but everything else will get cut back. This will get cut back. These, unfortunately, they will get cut, and I'll wrap the pot up. But they're doing really well. They're so heavy. The blooms are so heavy. They're pulling over the stem, but they're doing good. But eventually, like in another, by mid-September, I'm gonna cut them down and force them to get ready to go to sleep for the fall and the winter months. They're gonna get cut down, my African lilies. So yeah, so everything's gonna get ready to go to sleep. And look at this Indian blanket. Oh, this is so pretty, but it done got so big for this space. So next summer, I think I'm gonna have to dig some of this up and divide it somewhere else around in the yard because it's way too massive right here. You can't even see the little sebums that's right here. And there's a foundation bush right there because it done got too big for the area. So I'm going to have to move this in the spring. But yeah, everything's going to get cut. They're doing their last show. My daylilies here. Stella, she does a magnificent show all summer long. And the Fuzzy Wuzzies are doing good. Look how big they got, y'all. So I'm going to have to divide these two plants. And my idea is I'm going to take these and break them up and put little clumps, line the front with different little clumps of the Fuzzy Wuzzies all along the front. Yeah, so that's going to be a nice look. And these are doing really well. My fountain grass with my spillers, the sebum, they really performed. These two little containers at the front door, they really performed this summer. So I'm not going to cut these down. I'm going to leave these the way they are and let them do what they're going to do on their own over the winter months. I'm just going to decorate around them because we're getting ready to start putting up the fall stuff. So I'm going to clean out all of this stuff, get rid of all this summer stuff, and get ready for the fall. And here, look at my show with my hibiscus. Look how big that bloom is, bigger than my hand. They like plates, like saucers. So they're definitely putting on a show at the front door. I love that pop of pink and burgundy at the front door. My husband said as soon as he rode past, he said they're really nice from the road. You could see, you know, that big flower bloom right there at the door. He said that looks really nice. So I was glad to hear that he likes to see that right there at the door. So yeah, everything else is gonna get cut down. I cut down the phlox already, because remember they were up. I cut them down. They'll get cut further down. This is the rose bush. Look how tall she's getting. So she's going to bloom more roses, so she doesn't get cut because she blooms even during the fall into the winter months. Rose bushes will do what they're going to do. At least this one is supposed to. Yeah, so they'll get cut. My show with the stargazer lilies is done. See, that's the show is over. So I'll cut this down. This is the tiger lilies. So their show is over. So I'll pick what remaining seeds is on here. Like that. Seed. Pick them off and then cut it down and they'll go to sleep. So basically everything has done its bloom. So now we'll just get all greenery for now, for the transition into fall. So I'll cut down everything that had color. Cut. So then you'll be able to see the window more. And we'll have only greenery. Everything will be just green. Different shades of green. That's what I like to see, you know, that lets me know it's the transition from summer to fall when there's nothing outside but different shades of green. You got your different green here, that goes into the chartreuse green. Then you got the army green. So you see the different contrasts of green. So that's what I want to achieve next. I'm going to cut out everything that has color. Those, I'm going to cut them out. So we'll just have the greenery. They're fine because they're green and burgundy. These stems are so pretty. They look like cords. So pretty. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen with the front garden. I'm gonna cut out everything that has color, and we'll just have nothing but different textures of greenery to welcome in fall. They're gonna be okay. These petunias are doing so well. I hate to cut them down, but I'm going to. And yeah, everything else is going to be cut down, and we'll just have different textures of green out here. My hibiscus, the burgundy hibiscus. They put on a little show because this was the first season for them. I'm expecting a better show from them next summer, God willing. Everything is God's willing, okay? So, yeah, so I was surprised they did a nice little show. But, yeah, everything's going to get cut down with color, and we're going to just leave only greenery. Like, see, they done did a show over here, so they're going to get cut. And sometimes when you cut them, that encourages more blooms to come. So yeah, that's going to be that. And I'm going to take my aloe. I'm going to let it stay out until the first frost. I'm going to leave this alone until the first frost. And then I'll cut this down because these are annuals. So they're going to die away and they don't come back on their own, which is a shame because look how beautiful this pot has gotten, y'all. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You got so many different pretty textures and color in this pot. Oh, my husband absolutely loves this pot. I love it too. It really was a pleasant surprise, this pot. And with the spillers, look at the spillers are going down to the ground. So I'm going to replant something similar to this in this pot next summer. But this really was a champion. Out of all the plants that I've planted this summer, I have to give this one the award for being the best, that put on the best show. This pot definitely was a champion in the garden this year. This is going to get brought into the house because technically this is a house plant. Hi, Loki. Hi, honey. He's so bad. Oh, Daddy's, oh wow, another one is coming off. So Daddy's elephant ear plants is doing wonderful. Look at the blooms on this. Sorry about that, folks. So again, these are the elephant ears. My husband's pot full of elephant ears and spillers and what do you call them, fillers. This pot turned into a really nice pot. In the beginning of the summer it was ugly and we didn't think, you know, it was gonna look good, but coming on the end of the summer, look at that. Nice fillers. I really like this. This turned out to be nice. It was an ugly little plant in the beginning. And I was like, what was I thinking putting that in there? But I always liked the little, the leaves. And it don't have no blooms. It's just a nice little green foliage that'll like cover. It's more so a ground cover. I'm not sure the name of it. I picked it up at one of the local farmland spots that's out in the country, and it didn't have a tag on it, but I'm gonna look it up. But I think I'm gonna take some of this and put it in a different area, because I like how this is spreading. Now if this spreads all over, it'll cover any like weeds or anything like that. It's a pretty ground cover, so I like that. It turned out to be really nice. And these are performing nicely. I was shocked. Along with the spiller, look at that. It's down to the ground. It's touching the ground. I can't believe that. Look at that. So Daddy's pot turned out to be nice. And the star of this pot is these beautiful, huge elephant ears. Look at that. Now, the wind kind of damaged them because the leaf is so big and it's so thin, as you could see. When we had like rainstorms, the rain will, damage the leaves and stuff like that. That's what split this one. When it was a little windy, and it'll tear the leaves if they're oversized. So I'm thinking, because this pot had a lot of fertilizer in it, and that's probably what's causing these leaves to be so massive. And you see they're so heavy, they're leaning down. The branches are leaning over. They should be standing up. More so like this one. But yeah, so next summer we know I'll put a stake in there and, sure them up. But yeah, these turned out to be really nice. Daddy loves his pot. Excuse me. Of elephant ears. So they're growing really nice. These are still holding on nicely. So since it's the end of the year, the end of the summer, I'll get ready to cut all these things down. And yeah, well, I might just let them go, but everything performed really nicely for summer number 2. And yeah, I'm gonna fill in spots with more stuff next spring, put in more hostas, and put down a good bug repellent, because we had an issue with bugs this year, and they were just eating away at all the hostas. Look at that. I don't like that. So that kind of bummed me out. So I'm gonna have to treat the area, but all that'll happen in the spring of next spring, God willing. And this is my tomatoes. This has gotten out of control. My tomato plants, those 2 little tomato plants that I had planted, and these are the ones that I planted from seeds. And I did videos on that, how I planted these from seeds, and they have just taken over this whole little area. And the tomatoes are delicious. See? I come out and pick as many of them out as I can as they turn red. So, yeah, tomatoes are high at the supermarket, so yeah, see, there's some. But yeah, we've been eating off of these tomato bushes for the past couple weeks. putting them in salads and stuff like that, and they are super sweet, and they're like grapes. They have so much juice on them. They're like grapes. But yeah, so you see the tomatoes have grown all the way up and caught onto there. So that's that. The pool is now officially closed for the summer. We're not going to be using it anymore, so I'm going to start the tedious task of draining it. And we have decided we're going to take it down, pack everything away. I'm going to take the pumps apart, pack everything away for the winter. So, anything in there I have to do. Some vacuuming. It's still full of water. And the treatments that I used all summer was wonderful, because even though it has debris from the trees and, you know, walnuts and stuff that has fallen in, we haven't had one battle with algae. The water hasn't turned green, and I haven't done anything to this water for the past 3 weeks. I stopped treating it, and the last treatment I put in it, I did a shock treatment, and yeah, that was it. And I thought, since we had all these trees and stuff like that, we would have had algae, but not at all. The water is still crystal clear, and it's still swimmable. You can still swim in it because it doesn't feel gummy or slimy or anything. So the stuff that I was using, see, look at that, how clear it is. It really kept the water nice and clear, but I'm going to go in and vacuum all the debris that fell from the trees. Vacuum it, and then start pumping the water out slowly. You know, day by day. It should take about a good 4 to 5 days, probably a week, to pump all the water out. And then I'll get in there, me and the boys will get in here and wipe the floor down with some old towels. We're going to pull the this out, the ladder, and then we're going to start taking the poles apart and break it down, take it down to the carpet, because underneath here is sitting on carpet, indoor outdoor carpet, and we just lined around it with some rock and mulch, which I'll redo that next summer to freshen up the landscape around the pool. So hopefully we could get another summer out of this. If we could, that'll be great. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just order another one. But there's no leaks or anything in the pool, so that's a good thing. Everything held. And again, this is the Summer Wave, 24 feet by 12 feet by 52 inch deep, above ground rectangular pool. And this pool created a lot of good memories for us this summer, and we had a lot of get together, and a lot of all our family came and jumped into it, and we had an awesome time with this pool. So I'll be sad to take it down, but it was awesome all summer. So I'm going to have something going where it's too, when I take down and close the swimming pool, it'll be time to open up the fireplace. So both of them will, you know, come in and out as the season go. So when the swimming pool goes down and closes, then it's time to open up and clean out the fireplace to get ready for the fall. And look how beautiful the sky is. Thank you, Jesus. Look at that. Look at that. Such a beautiful day. Okay, I just had a little sneezing attack. So I left the elephant ears and came over here to my little shade garden. So I didn't do much with the shade garden this summer because I'm still trying to think of a design, but I got an idea in mind for next summer. So I'm glad it's the end of the summer because the hostas did well. So I'll let them come back, but I'm gonna fill in these areas with other interests, and I'm gonna take some things out like these. I'm gonna remove those out of the garden, and yeah, I'm gonna take those out because they didn't get no bigger, and I don't understand what happened, why they didn't get any bigger, but that's what they supposed to have looked like. And they're really pretty. If they came out looking like that, then that would have been really nice. But they didn't. They still look like how they did when I bought them and put them in the ground. So I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, so I'm gonna redo all of this and put a new foundation down for next summer. And I'll do all that in the spring. Right behind the swimming pool, it's giving off these pretty berries. I don't know whether or not you guys could see what I see. These red berries. Look at that. Yeah, there. Oh, that might be a little too close. Yeah, see those? Yeah, so another close-up look at these berries that this tree is putting off. I'm gonna have to ask my neighbor Gail what kind of tree this is. It's putting off these funny colored berries. I'm sure the birds are loving it. Pretty much it. To close out summer 2023. So well, thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, so I'm ready to do my work. I'm gonna get off here and get ready to do my work as far as cleaning out the swimming pool, vacuuming the swimming pool. It should take me about a good 40 minutes. And then I'll start draining the first round of the water out. I'll pull the cover out, walk it around, and then I'll cover the pool so nothing else will fall into the pool. That's the whole point of me vacuuming it out to get all the debris out so it won't clog the sump pump when we go to pump the water out. So I got my work cut out for me as far as with that. But it's a labor of love. So thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, we packed away all the tables and umbrellas for the season, because I'm getting ready for fall. Ready to put up my fall decorations. All this stuff gonna get put away. And so thank you guys for tuning in, and remember to take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you guys in the next one.